Scotland's prominence in darts has been shaped by several iconic figures who elevated the nation's status in the sport. These pioneers inspired a generation and paved the way for two modern giants, Gary Anderson and Peter Wright. In this video, we ask who is the greater of the two, and who is possibly the greatest Scottish darts player of all time. Before Gary Anderson and before Peter Wright, there was Jockey Wilson, the man who put Scottish darts on the global stage. A two-time world champion, Wilson was a fearless competitor. In the 1980s, he showed the world that Scottish players could not only compete, but dominate. He didn't just win titles, he inspired a legacy. In modern-day darts, two names carry that torch, Gary Anderson and Peter Wright. Both players are world champions and both have conquered the big stages. But when it comes to greatness, who stands tallest? Let's start with a big one, the PDC World Championship. Gary Anderson won it twice, going back-to-back in 2015 and 2016. Peter Wright has also won it twice, in 2020 and again in 2022. So they're level here. But something to consider is Anderson's wins came during a brutal era, with Phil Taylor, Michael Van Gerwen, and Adrian Lewis all in peak form. Both players have excelled at the sport. Anderson, playing since the 1990s, has also claimed titles at the Premier League, World Match Play, Champions League, Players' Championship Finals, and the UK Open. He seems to have done it all. Peter Wright also has a strong list. He has also won the World Match Play, European Championship, Players' Championship Finals, UK Open, and the World Cup of Darts, which he won with Anderson in 2019. The PDC currently recognizes 8 premier events as its primary ranking tournaments. These contribute directly to the order of merit and hold the greatest weight in shaping a player's legacy. Anderson has claimed 5 of these titles and come close in several others. He's been a 2-time runner-up at the Grand Slam and has also reached the final at the World Grand Prix. Compared to this, Wright has 7 of these titles to his name, with the only ones missing being the World Grand Prix, the Grand Slam of Darts, and the recently rebranded World Masters. Outside the ranking events, there are other big tournaments. These don't affect rankings, but hold a lot of weight in a player's career. They include the Premier League, the World Cup of Darts, the Masters, and the now discontinued Champions League. In this category, Anderson leads with 2 Premier League titles, 1 World Cup win with Wright, and a Champions League title, while Wright is just behind with 2 World Cup victories and a Masters win of his own. The PDC Pro Tour is the backbone of professional darts. It includes the European Tour, the Players' Championship Series, and tours like the Challenge Tour and Development Tour, which are specifically for players without a tour card. The European Tour has become a staple of the darts calendar, with stage events held across the continent. These tournaments draw top talent, big crowds, and carry serious weight in the rankings. Anderson has 2 European Tour titles to his name, with his 2024 win marking a return after a 7-year break from the circuit. While his success here is limited compared to his broader PDC achievements, the recent victory could point to a late career resurgence. Wright clearly stands out here, with 9 European Tour titles, including his latest win at the 2024 German Darts Championship, where he beat Luke Littler in the final. So Wright easily leads in this category, a sign of just how sharp he's been across the European circuit. As a part of the Pro Tour, the Players' Championship Series is open only to PDC Tour card holders, with dozens of events across the season. Both players have shown ultra consistency here, with Anderson winning a total of 30 titles, the 3rd most ever, behind only Taylor and Van Gerwen. And Wright isn't far behind, with 22 wins, putting him 4th on the all-time list. So, when it comes to the complete Pro Tour breakdown, Anderson currently has a total of 32 wins, versus Wright's 31. The World Series of Darts brings top players to global stages, with current events in Bahrain, the Netherlands, the Nordics, the US, Poland, Australia, and New Zealand, and finals in Amsterdam. In earlier years, the tour included several now-retired events, showing just how far-reaching the series has been since its launch in 2013. In this series, Anderson ranks 3rd all-time with 6 titles and 2 runner-up finishes, trailing only Van Gerwen and Taylor. Wright isn't far behind, with 4 wins from 9 finals, placing him 6th overall. But Anderson's stronger win rate and consistent results give him the edge here. So when we put it all together, who really has the most significant titles? In premier events, Wright takes the lead with 7-5, but it's close. In the prestigious majors, Anderson shows his class, edging Wright 4-3. On the European Tour, Wright dominates with 9 titles to 2, proving his consistency. But the Players' Championship, that's where Anderson shines, with 30 wins to Wright's 22. And in the World Series, Anderson again rises to the occasion, taking it 6-4. So when it's all said and done, the numbers tell the story. Gary Anderson, 47, Peter Wright, 45. It's razor thin, but Anderson's ability to deliver on the biggest stages and his dominance on the Pro Tour give him the edge for now.